This is a really good one. A few weeks ago, I heard Adams speak at the Bethel Gospel Assembly in Harlem. Adams, who has claimed a history of fighting in boxing matches, told the congregation, "I was so good in the gym, but I'd get knocked out in the ring." In the spring of 2021, Adams made a campaign stop at Gleason's, the Brooklyn's boxing gym. As Adams' hands were being wrapped ahead of a photo op, he was asked, "Have you ever boxed before?" "No," Adams replied, adding that he'd sometimes punched a bag at the gym. Okay, this is a good one. Last summer, during a speech at a Dominican flag-raising ceremony in Bowling Green Park, Adams ebulliently noted, "I may have been born in Alabama, but I'm Dominican, baby." Like, what? What is he talking about?
That's a Biden magic.
Yeah,
Biden
yeah.
Like, call me Bidenopolis. I'm Greek. Hey, Opa, I'm gonna smash a fucking plate.
I mean, saying I'm Dominican, baby. It's like whatever. It's probably Dominican Day or something like that.
It was
There's
a Dominican flag.
A lot of Dominicans in New York
raised.
City. But saying I may have been born in Alabama, like why? Like why lie? Like what? Where does that come from?
It's the Colonel AI at the end of Metal Gear Solid 2.
Because I heard Adams repeat the line 6 months later at an event hosted by New York Congressman Adriano Espaillat. Adams' mother was born in Alabama, but Adams was not. He was born in a Park Slope hospital. Adams has said that when he was 6 or 7, his father took him to Harlem on Saturdays to hear a man giving fiery speeches. Only years later did he realize the speaker was Malcolm X. In the first few years of Adams' life, Malcolm X did make occasional high-profile speeches in Harlem, but he was not making regular Saturday appearances. When he was assassinated in February of 1965, Adams was 4.
He's mastered the same thing Trump has, which is if you just say shit all the time, it can't be keeping track of it. So the risk of any specific thing you say fucking you over goes to zero, basically.
Yeah.
Because nothing can be held on to. So you get to say, and the strategy should be you say whatever you want. Whatever you want.
But here's a crucial thing: you can't be too consistent.
But you wouldn't be though. If you're just saying whatever on the top of your head, you're gonna. If you're a guy like this, you're gonna be bullshitting. You're gonna be making stuff up. Just stream of consciousness.
The worst thing you can do if you're gonna lie is to lie about the same things consistently.
Exactly.
The best thing you can do is to constantly contradict yourself, and you you don't know what's a lie and what isn't.
It's asymmetrical informational warfare.
It's like it's like Nixon's madman strategy.
Yeah, and it's undefeatable. You cannot beat it.
Eric Adams is the perfect guy for this age because it's not like Joe Biden. It's disinformation by restriction, censorship, cutting off the pipeline.
Yep.
Eric Adams understands the information age we live in. He watched that Common commercial probably 500 times. He understands.
He actually thought he was in the Common commercial. He was like, I was Common in that commercial.
There used to be a guy who would show us how to use Windows 7 when I lived in Brooklyn. He understands that all is done by deluge now.
Yes.
Metal Gear Solid 2. Sons of Liberty.
He's a genius. He is the son of liberty.
And the key thing that does is the deluge is it's relatable. Yeah. It creates a character that people can some of them hate and find off-putting, but huge percentages of people are going to find relatable and magnetic. Same thing with Trump. And like Biden, because they will cut off and they won't let him be valued because they're afraid of what he'll say. He just becomes this remote phony that you can't wait to shoot him in the head with the fucking rifle you have in your,
when Adams found his sweet spot
room.
telling stories about his diabetes and stuff, Biden's was most successful off the cuff talking about corn pop and shit like that.
I remember we made fun of corn pop.
We made fun. I thought that was
so stupid of us. He killed it.
What did be like water?
Yeah.
There is stagnation versus flowing water.
Yes, the way of water.
Flowing water. The only thing that can fight against cagade, rot. And flowing water in the American sense is the circumstances of your birth, your diet, everything what your childhood was like, who you are, everything that happened in your life. It is in a constant state of flow.
Yep. Because the thing that the premise you're operating on is that everything that is happening is happening because of your will. You are in charge. The world is made up of your desires, and that is a form of insanity. But those sort of things are sanded down by encounters with reality. And for a couple select people, God-kissed people, their fantasy never contacts reality. And so they get to go through life with a really good reason to believe that they have made everything happen. Like
what
Eric
they
Adams
think-
should believe that he has
Yeah.
magical powers.
Yes. And
He's mayor of New York.
the lowest of existence. I will kill myself. I will kill myself by saying I'm going to kill Biden or whatever, right? The highest form, enlightenment, as the Buddhists understand it, there is no self to kill.
Yeah.
There is no self to kill. I was born in Alabama. I was born in Park Slope.
Yep.
I heard Malcolm X speak. I'm a boxing champion. I got knocked out. I've never boxed. I've never touched
Yes.
a bag.
Yes.
There's no self to
Yes.
kill.
Precisely, because anything that happens can be anything. There's no friction because there's a total liquidity of narrative. You're making the narrative new every moment something happens.
Well,
Yes.
here are some more narrative additions from Liquid Snake here. As Adams tells it, his adolescent years were marked by extreme highs and lows.